number one. Every single year, there are thousands of brides that are trafficked into China from surrounding countries. With thousands being brought in every single year, there's been a response from local organizations to try to rescue these victims. And throughout 2019, there was one organization that managed to rescue one victim every 3 days because the problem was so prevalent. However, with the coronavirus epidemic spreading in China, they've had to cease their operations because it was too risky. But that means that from January to March, you had at least 30 individuals that were stuck in their trafficked situation and unable to be rescued because it was too risky. And that was just from one organization's impact. Fact number two. Colombia has confirmed coronavirus cases in the cities of Bogota and Medellin. These are two cities that sit along routes that migrants use and traffickers use as they move out of Venezuela. Now, what's taken place is the local authorities have detained 400 migrants in the northwestern part of the country. And they've asked the national government where it is they should send the individuals for fear of spreading coronavirus. The national authorities don't know what to do with them, so for now, they're just indefinitely stuck in the northwestern part of the country. Fact number three. Amsterdam will be shutting down all of its legal brothels that employs 25,000 sex workers. Now you're going to have 25,000 sex workers making their way out onto the streets, and they're still going to be looking to make money. The prospects for illegal prostitution definitely seem likely. If that does take place, you're going to see increased risks of being sex trafficked as they're going to be more vulnerable to violence. They're certainly going to be more vulnerable and at risk to contracting the virus and spreading it to other individuals as they don't have any of the safeguards that the brothels have provided to them. Fact number four. Within the US, the New York Times reports that access to coronavirus tests seems to be based on, wait for it, wait for it, surprise, surprise, it's class, right? So with celebrities and wealthy individuals being able to get access to the test, even when they don't have any symptoms, there at the same time is reports that say human trafficking victims, at least sex trafficking victims within the U.S., might be visiting healthcare providers. Up to 80% of them might be going to healthcare providers, and they certainly are at risk of contracting the virus or of passing it off to other individuals, as sex trafficking victims might sleep with up to 20 men every single day. Fact 5. Even with all of the uncertainty around the coronavirus, there are still convictions and justice being made. In New York City, there was just 5 individuals that were convicted of operating a sex trafficking ring for more than 10 years, and thankfully these guys are facing up to life in prison. So it does appear that overall coronavirus is definitely making things worse for human trafficking victims, which is insane being that they already have their freedom taken away from them. However, these are just some of the facts about coronavirus impacting human trafficking from around the world. And as everyone deals with the impact of this and we move forward, hopefully we can get back to just helping out the victims. That's all for this week's episode. Hopefully these facts were enlightening or helpful to you in some way. If you know any other facts about human trafficking being affected by the coronavirus, please share in the comment section, or just your general thoughts on the coronavirus affecting you or loved ones. This pandemic makes us all vulnerable in some way, so please feel free to share. Thank you for listening to Human Trafficking Hater. If you're interested in getting more content about human trafficking, how to address it, and how it impacts millions around the world, please subscribe and join us as we continue to hate human trafficking and raise awareness.